Did you know that your brain uses over 20% of your body's energy, even though it makes up only 2% of your weight? If you're constantly feeling mentally drained, struggling to focus, or forgetting things too often, your brain might be missing key nutrients. What if I told you that just 3 essential vitamins could supercharge your brain, boost memory, and keep your mind sharp for years to come? In this video, we're breaking down the top 3 vitamins your brain absolutely needs and why missing out on them could be slowing you down. Ready to unlock your brain's full potential? Let's dive in. 1. Vitamin B1, thiamine. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, is absolutely essential for your brain. Think of it as the fuel that keeps your brain running. Your brain is like a high-performance engine that constantly burns energy, and thiamine is what helps convert food into that energy. Without it, your brain cells start to slow down, and things don't function the way they should. This is especially important if you already have a brain-related condition because a deficiency can make symptoms worse, slow down recovery, and even lead to severe neurological damage if left unchecked. The problem with thiamine deficiency is that it often creeps up silently. At first, you might just feel a little more tired, forgetful, or irritable than usual. Maybe you have trouble focusing or feel like your thoughts are scattered. Over time, these symptoms can get worse, leading to brain fog, confusion, poor coordination, and even nerve pain or muscle weakness. If the deficiency becomes severe, it can lead to conditions like Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, which can cause permanent memory loss and serious neurological issues. So, how do you make sure you're getting enough thiamine? The best way is through food. Whole grains, nuts, seeds, lean meats, eggs, and dairy are great sources. Some of the richest foods include pork, beef liver, salmon, sunflower seeds, and brown rice. If you enjoy high-end meals, you can go for grilled lobster with quinoa, truffle-infused mushroom risotto, or wagyu beef with steamed asparagus and brown rice. These options are both delicious and packed with thiamine. But just eating the right foods isn't always enough. Thiamine is a water-soluble vitamin, which means it can be lost during cooking, especially if you boil foods for too long. The best way to preserve thiamine is to steam, grill, or lightly sauté your food instead of boiling it. If you have a deficiency or a brain condition, you may need supplementation. Doctors often recommend benfotiamine, 300 to 600 mg daily, or thiamine HCl, 100 to 300 mg daily, to help restore levels. Benfotiamine is a fat-soluble form, which means it's absorbed better and lasts longer in the body, making it a great choice for brain health. Thiamine HCl is more common and works well for general replenishment, but before taking any supplements, it's best to check with your doctor. Certain things can also deplete thiamine in your body. Alcohol is one of the biggest culprits because it interferes with absorption. High-sugar diets, chronic stress, and some medications, like diuretics and antibiotics, can also lower your thiamine levels. Avoiding these factors can help keep your brain healthy and functioning at its best. At the end of the day, vitamin B1 is something you can't afford to neglect, especially if you have a brain-related condition, whether through diet, high-quality meals, or supplements. Making sure you get enough thiamine can protect your brain from long-term damage, keep your memory sharp, and improve your overall mental clarity. If you've been feeling mentally sluggish, it's worth considering whether thiamine deficiency could be the cause. 2. Vitamin K. Vitamin K is an essential but often overlooked nutrient when it comes to brain health. Most people know it for its role in blood clotting, but its importance for the brain is just as critical. Your brain relies on vitamin K to support nerve function, protect against inflammation, and regulate calcium in brain cells. It also plays a key role in the production of sphingolipids, which are special fats found in the brain that help with memory and overall cognitive function. If you don't get enough vitamin K, your brain may struggle with cognitive decline, memory loss, and even an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. This is why it's so important, especially for brain patients, to ensure they have enough vitamin K in their diet or through supplements. The tricky part about vitamin K deficiency is that it's not always easy to detect. Unlike other vitamin deficiencies that cause immediate symptoms, low vitamin K levels can gradually impact brain health over time. Many people don't realize they are deficient until they start experiencing issues like brain fog, difficulty concentrating, or forgetfulness. Those with poor diets, liver disease, digestive disorders, or people taking long-term medications such as blood thinners and antibiotics are at a higher risk. If your body isn't absorbing enough vitamin K, It can lead to problems like calcification in the brain, where calcium builds up in places it shouldn't, potentially leading to cognitive impairment. When vitamin K levels are low, the brain suffers in multiple ways. One of the first signs of deficiency is memory problems. People may notice they forget small details, misplace things frequently, or struggle with focus. Over time, chronic deficiency can contribute to neurodegenerative conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's. Since vitamin K is involved in brain cell protection, a deficiency can lead to increased oxidative stress and inflammation, which accelerates brain aging. If you're already dealing with a neurological condition, low vitamin K levels can make symptoms worse and slow down recovery. To keep your brain healthy, getting enough vitamin K through diet is essential. Some of the best food sources include leafy greens like kale, spinach, collard greens, and Swiss chard. Other great sources include broccoli, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, egg yolks, and fermented foods like natto. Healthy fats such as olive oil, avocados, and nuts also help with absorption, making them a great addition to a brain-boosting diet. If you prefer gourmet meals, you can enjoy dishes like seared duck breast with sautéed kale, grilled salmon with asparagus and avocado salad, or truffle-infused mushroom risotto with olive oil. These options are not only packed with vitamin K but also taste amazing. Absorption is key when it comes to vitamin K. Since it's a fat-soluble vitamin, your body absorbs it best when eaten with healthy fats. Cooking methods also matter. Steaming, sautéing, or lightly roasting vegetables in olive oil can help retain their vitamin K content. Avoid overboiling greens, as excessive heat can break down the vitamin. Pairing vitamin K-rich foods with foods like nuts, seeds, or fatty fish ensures your body gets the most out of what you eat. If diet alone isn't enough, supplementation can be an effective way to boost vitamin K levels. Doctors often recommend vitamin K2, -7 Malawian kwaches, 100 to 200 micrograms daily, because it is better absorbed and stays in the body longer, making it more effective for brain health. Vitamin K1, 500 micrograms daily, is also useful, but it is less bioavailable, meaning your body doesn't absorb it as well as K2. Supplementation is particularly important for people who have absorption issues or are at risk of deficiency. However, if you're on blood-thinning medication, you should consult a doctor before taking vitamin K supplements, as it can interfere with these drugs. Certain factors can deplete vitamin K levels in your body. Alcohol, poor diet, long-term antibiotic use, and digestive disorders can all reduce the amount of vitamin K available to your brain. Highly processed foods that lack nutrients also contribute to deficiency, so it's important to focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods. Avoiding these risk factors while making sure your diet is rich in vitamin K will help protect your brain and keep it functioning at its best. Vitamin K is a non-negotiable nutrient for brain patients. It helps protect neurons, improves memory, and reduces inflammation, all of which are crucial for maintaining cognitive function. Whether you get it from leafy greens, gourmet meals, or high-quality supplements, making sure your body has enough vitamin K can help prevent cognitive decline and support overall brain health. If you've been feeling mentally sluggish or forgetful, it may be worth looking at your vitamin K intake and making changes to support your long-term brain function. 3. Vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is one of the most important vitamins for brain health, yet it's often overlooked. Your brain depends on it to produce key neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. These chemicals help regulate mood, focus, and mental clarity. Without enough vitamin B6, your brain can struggle with memory problems, anxiety, depression, and even long-term issues like dementia and Alzheimer's. If you are a brain patient or dealing with neurological challenges, maintaining proper vitamin B6 levels is crucial because it directly affects how well your brain functions on a daily basis. Many people don't realize they have a vitamin B6 deficiency because the symptoms are subtle at first. You might experience brain fog, struggle to concentrate, feel more irritable, or even notice mild depression. Over time, if the deficiency continues, the effects can become more serious, leading to nerve damage, cognitive decline, and difficulty processing emotions. Those most at risk of deficiency include people with poor diets, chronic illnesses, digestive disorders, or those taking certain medications like birth control pills, antidepressants, and diuretics. Vitamin B6 is involved in over 100 enzyme reactions in the body, so when levels drop, it can have widespread effects, including serious neurological issues. A lack of vitamin B6 affects the brain in multiple ways. One of the first signs is forgetfulness. You may start to misplace things or have trouble remembering small details. Difficulty concentrating is also common, making it harder to stay focused on tasks. Mood disturbances like anxiety, irritability, and even depression can occur because your brain isn't producing enough serotonin and dopamine. Sleep problems may also develop, since vitamin B6 plays a role in melatonin production, which regulates your sleep-wake cycle. In severe cases, a prolonged deficiency can lead to nerve dysfunction, causing tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, increased risk of seizures, and long-term cognitive decline. Vitamin B6 is essential for brain function because it helps regulate homocysteine levels, a compound that, when too high, increases the risk of stroke and neurodegenerative diseases. It also plays a role in reducing inflammation and protecting nerve cells from damage. Making sure your brain has enough vitamin B6 ensures better mental clarity, emotional stability, and long-term cognitive health. To get enough vitamin B6 naturally, include foods like poultry, fish, bananas, potatoes, nuts, and seeds in your diet. Some of the richest sources are chicken breast, turkey, salmon, tuna, sunflower seeds, and pistachios. If you prefer plant-based options, avocados, spinach, carrots, and fortified cereals are good alternatives. Eating a balanced diet with these foods helps maintain optimal brain function and prevents deficiency-related complications. If you enjoy luxury meals, you can create gourmet dishes that are packed with vitamin B6. Think of grilled wild salmon with roasted sweet potatoes, saffron-infused chicken breast with sautéed spinach, or pistachio-crusted tuna with avocado salad. These meals not only taste amazing but also provide your brain with the nutrients it needs to function at its best. Absorbing vitamin B6 properly is just as important as getting enough of it. Since cooking can destroy some of the vitamin content, steaming, grilling, or baking your food is the best way to retain it. Avoid overboiling vegetables, as excessive heat can break down the vitamin. If you need extra support, supplementation can be a good option. Doctors often recommend pyridoxine HCl, 25 to 50 mg daily, or P5P, 10 to 25 mg daily, for brain health. P5P, pyridoxal 5-phosphate, is the active form of vitamin B6, meaning your body can use it immediately without converting it. This makes it the best option for those with absorption issues. Pyridoxine HCl is more commonly available and works well for general supplementation, but it needs to be converted into P5P in the liver before it becomes active. It's always a good idea to consult a doctor before taking supplements, especially if you're on medications that may interact with vitamin B6. Certain lifestyle factors can deplete vitamin B6 levels in your body. Excessive alcohol consumption, smoking, chronic stress, and a diet high in processed foods can lower your vitamin B6 levels. Some medications, including birth control pills and anti-inflammatory drugs, can also interfere with vitamin B6 absorption. Avoiding these depleting factors is crucial for maintaining adequate levels and preventing neurological complications. For brain patients, it's also important to avoid foods and substances that can negatively impact brain health. Processed foods high in artificial additives, trans fats, and excessive sugar contribute to inflammation and cognitive decline. Alcohol and caffeine in excess can disrupt neurotransmitter balance, making it harder for the brain to function properly. A diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods with plenty of vitamin B6 is one of the best ways to support long-term brain health. Vitamin B6 is essential for keeping your brain functioning at its best, whether you get it from food, luxury meals, or supplements. Ensuring that your body has enough of this crucial vitamin can help prevent memory loss, mood disorders, and neurodegenerative diseases. If you've been feeling mentally sluggish, anxious, or having trouble focusing, increasing your vitamin B6 intake may be the key to improving brain function and overall cognitive performance. Now that you know the top 3 vitamins for brain health, it's time to take action, whether through food or supplements. Making sure your brain gets these nutrients can boost memory, improve focus, and keep your mind sharp for years to come. Which of these vitamins do you think you need the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on tips to keep your brain at its best. Stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.